Hi, welcome to my channel, Zay Line. Today we are making this waterproof bed bag, and you can use it pretty much for anything that is wet. And I decided to make it for my kids for swimming lessons. So it is big enough to hold quite a bit. So I have a towel. This is how it looks inside. So the lining is waterproof. It's the PU fabric. So the one side is kind of like plasticky feel, and so the water is not gonna get through. This on the outside is another waterproof fabric, and it's the canvas. Um, so there's one big pocket, and I just wanted to make it a little fun so you can see what's in there. You can put your goggles or whatever you have, a towel. I have this little microfiber towel that is a very small size, but it's great for the swimming lessons. It's not too bulky. Let's put it in. And a bathing suit. So as you can see, the bag is big enough. There's still plenty of room for maybe some flip-flops. Um, and I made a strap so it's easy to carry. And you can hook it up. You can hang it up somewhere. Yeah, so this is a bed bag. It's fully lined. It has a large pocket, see-through vinyl. What else I can tell you? It is a decent size. I think you can fit like a smaller towel, or this is actually full-size towel. These microfiber towels are great, especially for swimming lessons. So yeah, let's make this today, and I will show you exactly step by step how to make this bag. Let's go over what we need for this project. We will need 2 zippers, hardware, that's gonna be for the sides. These will go inside, and the hooks, and so you will need 2 because you have 1 on each side. Then the attachments for the hooks. Then if you have your own logo, also a strap. You can make your own strap, or you can use the webbing like I am using. The front pocket, so the zipper will be in between the pockets here. If you have a different color, yeah, black would probably look better, but I didn't have a black one, so this one will be just fine. And this is gonna be, the zipper will be in the middle, so this is the see-through pocket, and this is the fabric that's gonna go around. I am using waterproof canvas and PU fabric. So this one actually is maybe not waterproof, for sure water resistant, the same like the canvas. There is a little it's almost like a coating, plastic coating on the other side, so I have a double proofing, and that's why I picked the pocket plastic, because again, this is a wet bag, and you can use it for wet diapers, for anything that's wet, and you need to keep it clean. I am using this one for the swimming, as a swimming bag. So after the swimming, we will put all the wet bathing suit in. So I try to make it as waterproof as possible. So this is the see-through pocket. We will need 3 pieces that will be lining the window or the outside pocket. 2 linings, 2 pieces of linings, and these are the front and back panels. So these are the main panels. So that's basically all we will need. So let's get started. The first step, we are going to be working on the front window, the pocket, the see-through pocket. So we will take two pieces that we have the accent color, and I will flip it the wrong side up on the one edge, and we can clip it. And on the top, we will simply do the wrong side together, and we will clip it on the edge on the top. At this point, it doesn't really matter what's top, what's bottom, because it's the same. So we will clip it here. If you want, you can iron it just to make it a little bit more flat so it's easier. Okay, and we will go to the sewing machine and we will do top stitch right here and top stitch on the bottom here. So remember, this is the wrong side up, and this is folded in half, and the wrong sides are together. So the nice side is facing us. So we have top stitched on the top and on the bottom, and now we will just flip it over and we will top stitch on the top here. We will do the same thing. We will flip it over and we will top stitch right here. So we finished this part. We did top stitch on the top, we did top stitch on the bottom. This is how it looks from the other side. And now we will work on the other side of the zipper. So we will do basically the same thing. We will flip it in half, and then we will take the zipper facing that way. So when we open it, we will open it and close it from left to right, and the zipper is facing us, so we see this zipper pull. Now we will take this fabric that we folded in half, we will find the middle, and you can do a little mark, you can do a little pinch. Let's see if it's gonna show on the, yep, it's gonna show here. Okay, there we go. So that's our middle, and let's do the same on the zipper. The zipper is a little bit longer, so it doesn't have to be exactly in half, but okay, so we have half here, half here. We will put this on the top of the zipper, and the edge we will clip here and clip here, and clip in here. Okay, so then when we sew, when we do the top stitch here, we will flip it open and it's gonna look exactly the same like this one. So then we will do again top stitch here, and this is zipper is gonna be right in between these two panels. So this is what we are trying to achieve. So let's go to the sewing machine and sew right here on the top. This is how it should look like after we sew the top, and we will flip it on the other side, and we will do a top stitch right here on the top, so all along here. Now we have top stitched on alongside the zip line, and now we will attach the other part. So we will do exactly the same thing. So we will put it right here, and we will top stitch right here. So the only thing showing will be the zipper. So make sure you align this. Maybe you can find a half and do the same thing what we did with the other side. Let's pinch it a little bit so it shows the midline. Oh yeah, that works nicely. And then we will do what we worry about, not about the ends, because they can be different sizes, but we want this fabric to be in half. So let's do half and in half in here. Maybe I will use the pen just so we can see here. There we go. When we open it up, we have nice half, and we will attach it right in here. This is where we are gonna top stitch right there. We are done this part, so this is how it should look like. Okay, you open it this way. Make sure you don't open it all the way, but the sides should be nicely lined up. If you have a few millimeters off, that's okay, because we are still gonna sew on both sides. The zipper is a little bit longer. We can cut it later on. I just like to have it longer so the zipper pull doesn't come out, because it's a pain to put it back. But yeah, this is what we should have so far. A nice sliding zipper, and the front pocket is done. Now we will attach it to the main panel, and this is the main panel. So let's put it right on top, and all we have to do is now sew the top. So we will go here and on both sides. So we will basically attach this pocket to the front panel, the main panel of the fabric. So if you want, you can use the clips. Not the clips, I mean the pins, and I already poked myself like I always do. Okay, one here, and let's do one on this side. Okay, so let's take it to the sewing machine, and we are gonna do on top, so top stitch on the side, you can go on the bottom too. So all around, just do a nice box all around. Just in case you are wondering what this is, it's called a tractor. And this is when you are using vinyl like this. Usually normal foot gets very sticky. So then it drags the vinyl and it doesn't work very well. So I bought this especially for the vinyl, and it glides, and it's called the tractor. Let's work on the straps now. So before I change the color of the thread, I still have the straps to work on. So what we have to do is we have a piece like this. We will find the midline like this. You iron, and then you put them together. You iron again, and you will fold it in half. So you have to make sure that it's gonna fit through your ring. It's supposed to look like this. So I already did one. So you are just gonna do top stitch right here. Then you put it inside. You will go back to the machine, and you will try to top stitch right here as close to the ring as possible. The ideal would be to change your foot for zipper foot so you can get a little bit closer. And then the other thing is the strap. So this is the webbing. I didn't make my own, but you can make that from the same material. So you just do exactly the same but longer. This is the cheaper version. These webbings they can be quite costly. So that's one thing that we are going to be making. Now I have these clips and swivel hooks, I think they call them. And this is very simple. All you have to do is just put it through, and again, so as close as you can right here. What I did at the very end, so the little threads don't come apart, you can take your lighter and just very simply burn the edges. And that way it's gonna stay, it's not gonna go anywhere. Okay, so that's a little trick. So we will go to the machine and we will top stitch close to here, and we will work on these guys. Okay, so these ones are done. So try to go as close to the ring as possible, otherwise it's gonna slide and it's not gonna be stable. So this one is not gonna go anywhere. So these ones are done, and the ends are done. So as you can see, I just left about 1/2 inch on the other side, but otherwise the straps are done. And let's work on the main panel. So I cleaned it up a little bit. I attached my logo, so if you have one now, it would be a good time to secure it. And so the pocket is secured. We have sewn all around. So this is top stitched all around. Now we have a nice pocket with easy access, and we can just put whatever in there. So this panel is done. Now we are gonna attach the lining. So what we have to do is take the other zipper and we will face it down. So just make sure that the pulls are actually the same way. So you don't have one this way and one the other way. Let's keep it consistent. So let's put it somewhere. Yeah, this is good. And we will flip it down. So the zipper pull, the right side is facing down, and I can just wing it because it's long enough. I don't have to find any halves. So there we go. And now we will take the lining. So I do have the PU lining. There are two sides. The one shiny side, which actually keeps the water sinking in, it will go down. So the right side will be facing down. And we will put it on top of the zipper. Now we will clip it. Make sure it's gonna end up, they should be all the same size. So again, you don't have to find the half. But we can start clipping from the middle and go outwards. So right here, here, and here. And we will top stitch on top of the zipper. So we are gonna go right here, the top stitch. So I have top stitched on top. Now we will flip it over, and it's getting together. It's looking pretty nice. And we will do a top stitch right in here. Okay, so we did the top stitch, and now we will attach the other panels. So let's take the other part. So this is the outside, and we will be facing it up. So the right side, we are facing the right side, the wrong side goes down. And now the panel that we have done, we will put it down. So basically the right sides are facing each other. And then we will take our lining, and the lining is gonna go the right side down. So we will be attaching the right side facing down, wrong side facing up, and we will attach it to the top. So the same thing what we did before, we will just attach it, make sure that both fabrics will line up, and we will clip the top. There we go. We will go back to the sewing machine and we will top stitch on top of here. We did the top stitch. Now let's flip it over. And we are gonna do the same thing what we did in here. We will top stitch like we did here. We will top stitch on this side. So we have top stitched right in here. And now we will put these sides together. And we are gonna sew right here. So just make sure that the lining is together. You can open up the zipper if it's gonna be easier to line it up. I think it will, because we need these big pieces the same as the other side. And then we are gonna go all around. So we will go there, all around, except of this bottom piece of the lining. We will leave about 4 or 5 inches open, because we are gonna pull the whole back through this opening. So we will go all around. So line it up so it actually is together. You can clip it all around, and I would probably start with the big pieces. You see, they have to line up, so you line them up like this. And then you continue. If one piece is bigger than the other, that's okay. You can just cut it off. But just make sure they are lined up around the zipper. This is the important part, right in here. So the zipper is like this, right? It's easier when it's open because you can line it up. Maybe you can clip it here too. Just like this. And then line up everything. Put the clippers around and go back to the sewing machine and just sew all around this big piece first, and then you can go on the lining. And the lining, this one is going to be a little bit tricky because it has a little stretch, so you know, sometimes I feel like it's not coming together as it should, but be patient, don't worry, it's gonna work. And don't forget to leave the bottom of the lining, open. Back, and this is how it should look like. So I hope you didn't forget to leave the opening here, because now we are gonna pull the whole bag through this hole. I looking at it, I could have kept it a little bit bigger, but that's okay. So let's flip it inside out. It's gonna be a little more challenging because we have the stiff vinyl, the see-through vinyl, and but this fabric is the lining is a little stretchy, so no problem. There we go, and the bag is born. Okay, so at this point you can put your hand through the hole and just push out the corners, because this is your last chance before we close the hole. Okay, push them out, push them out. If you want, you can use something like this, a little pen. Make sure it's not open, it's closed. and then just push, push, push one side, push, push, push the other side. See, coming out nicely. I think this is good. Now the lining. So this goes inside. One thing I forgot to mention, and I had to do it eventually later on, when the camera wasn't rolling, push out these corners too. These little guys. So I hope you did include them, as I mentioned in the video, because it wasn't shown, but these ones will have to go between the lining and the outer fabric and behind the zipper. So that's just something I forgot, my mistake. But I did manage to go back, so I opened it up in here and just put it in and did a top stitch over it. It's, yeah, when you are making the zipper, that's the time when you actually put it in. Anyways, so the back is looking pretty good. I am pleased how it turned out. Nice pocket. We can put whatever we want in there. This bag could be for anything. I made it for the swimming suit and towel, and you know, it's a swimming bag for my kids. But there's one more thing we have to do, and that's to close this hole. So you will go back in where the lining is, push out the corners. You can do the same thing, just stick your hand in and push out these corners, one side and other side. Okay, and we will go back to the sewing machine, and we are just gonna close down this opening. Okay, the hole is closed. Let's put it in. Let's push out these corners. They're a little stubborn. Voila! The bag is born. Now we are going to add the straps. Okay, and how beautiful is this? I'm actually very pleased how it turned out. Nice strap. So if you want, you can just remove the strap if you don't need it, but I think, you know, if you go somewhere and it's easy to hang it on the hook or just, you know, to carry it.